I get my money right. Man. So I would say last time I picked up this camera was a while ago. Last time I did one of these was a long time ago. Wasn't that long, but yeah. I decided to pick it back up again today. Not for the reason of doing it because I used to do it and for content purposes. It's for a reason of doing it is something deeper than content. Something deeper than wanting to be something. I'm doing it, and today I'm probably gonna do it for the rest of this week for the few reasons of showing y'all what it looks like when everything isn't all right. Because I feel like that's what we need, to know that there's somebody out there who is not if going through the same thing that you're going through, maybe something worse, but knowing that there's somebody out there who is going through stuff and dealing with stuff and everything's not perfect. We see everything perfect on Instagram. We see everything perfect on TikTok, but we don't see the down times and the rough times about it. So that's what I'm doing this for. I'm doing it strictly for that. I'm doing it for myself as well. Myself being that it's one thing to talk about what you're going through, but it's another thing to journal it. And I've been journaling everything that I've been going through, but I feel like I just needed another outlet. At the beginning of this year, I used this same format as an outlet of doing something to get over what I was going through. And I guess I got to a certain point where I felt like I was over with it. And I didn't need it anymore, but honestly, I should have never done that. If I would have kept it going, would I be in the place that I am now? I don't know. That's a could if, would have been type of thing. But I'm doing it now to simply pick back up that pattern of what do I do when I'm going through something. Third reason being is that not the sole reason, but the main reason why I do everything that I do with the camera, why I believe in myself so much to do the creative things that I do, is because the person who first put a camera in my hand has now passed away. And it's not easy saying it. I mean, the reason why I'm not crying right now is because I've been crying all day about it. But she has passed away. And it hurts, man. It's not easy to deal with something like this. It's not easy at all. But I would be doing her wrong if I didn't continue doing what she had supported me fully through, every endeavor, everything. I would be doing her wrong. So instead of me not doing anything today, and I did cancel a few things today that have to do with being behind a camera, I just decided to make it a little bit more personal and more about me today. And this is one of those steps of doing that. So yeah. I mean, I guess we could sit here and talk about things. Talk about what is going on in my life. I'm in a position, I'm in a place, in a times frame, whatever you want to call it, that God has put me in, and it's for a reason. What that reason is, I feel like I know, but I don't know at the same time. But what has been the common theme has been a test of faith and patience. And that's with everything about life. Patience with family, patience with career, patience with friends, patience with money, financial, I should say. Patience with relationships, dating. All of these things take patience. And the most ironic thing about that word is that at the beginning of this year, I would say probably at the beginning of this year, maybe end of last year, I made a song about patience, about losing patience. So I guess I'll set myself up to be in a place where it's like I have to earn that patience, regain that patience. And so this is one of those tests of doing it. I haven't been at this point in my life in a long time. I haven't lost somebody in a long time. I haven't experienced this heavy emotions that I have experienced in a long time. Is it a little bit more easier to deal with? Yeah. Why? Simply due to the fact of being throughout the whole month of October, I've been talking to God, I've been praying, I've been hoping, I've been having conversations with him, and he's prepped me and fully prepared me for this moment right here. And he's always made me a strong individual, to be able to push through anything. This one holds a little bit more of a heavy standing in my life, but it doesn't mean nonetheless that I'm less strong enough to push through it, especially with him being by my side, him as in God. So yeah, I mean, let's talk about the first topic, which is, I mean, I feel like not everybody, but it's a majority of people that's going through the same thing I'm going through with financial reasons. But man, like, the government shutdown it's not been an easy process for me. It's messed up a lot of opportunities and a lot of things for me this year. A lot of goals have been messed up because of it. But who's to say, or who am I to say, that those opportunities were exactly for me? Maybe there's another opportunity that's waiting in the next 6 months, 4 or 5 months, that will set me up better than I thought I would be able to set myself up. Were those opportunities from him? Yes. Were they taken away from him? Probably. Probably because I wasn't ready for it. Oh, that's crazy. I don't know if y'all seen it, but the lights just kind of flickered. I'm gonna just take that as a sign that the person that I was talking about, the person who is in my life and is no longer here, is now an angel, is now watching over me. So she's here with me. Yeah, so has not been simple, but was I ready for it? Who knows? Will I be ready for whatever is next? I'm gonna make sure of it. So yeah, like the financial part of life is not easy, man. I'm not at the complete lowest because I know that I will be able to gain anything back that has been lost through him. So I'm never gonna say that I'm at my lowest financially. I'm always gonna say I'm gaining it. It's always a gain. I would say in replacement for the money or the financial part of life has been a spiritual replacement. It's been awakening me to focus more on the spiritual side of things. So that is what's going on with that. And I've accepted it at this point. Is it tough living through it? Yes, but I know that he's got me, and I'm still pushing on, like, you know. So I'm thankful for that. Yeah. I mean, let me know, like, if y'all are going through the same thing financially. If not, like, you know, congratulations to you, and all glory be to God, because you were prepared in this moment to continue to keep pushing forward. So I'm nothing but happy for you. I guess the other topic would be family. With family, for me at least, I mean, I love my family forever, you know? And with the things that I'm trying to accomplish in my life, with my career, I probably sacrificed a lot without being with family, and just so focused on what I wanted to get out of my own life that it's been some days that's been missed. But I'm glad, I'm happy, and I'm thankful that for the family member that I'm talking about, my current angel now, I was able to see her and be there for her, and got to say a proper goodbye before her passing. So I'm forever grateful for that. Yeah. Let's talk about it. She was the first person to put a camera in my hand. Like, I remember like if it was yesterday. I got a great memory. I don't know how I do, but it was this red Vitar camera. I think that's what it was called, but it was this red camera. Probably not the best quality in the world, but she bought me that camera, and I used that camera to wit's end. That's like when I like had a whole bunch of action figures, like WWE wrestlers, and I was on YouTube one day and I seen this like stop motion animation video where he dressed up these like wrestlers, and he made like action figures as well, dressed them up in like karate outfits, had a dojo and everything. It was like stop motion animation. What I learned then, and I try to recreate that with that camera. Was it a process? Yes. Did it ever get done? Probably not. But it started something, interest. It piqued the interest in me that continued out until today. And one of the things that I'm grateful for and thankful for this year is my first movie premiere that was in the theater. She was able to see with her, going through the sickness that she was going through with battling cancer, she was able to see it. She was able to be there in the moment. She was able to be there in the theater, take pictures with me, and fully see like the interest that she put into my heart and my vision is slowly coming true. And that night she said she was proud of me, and that was like one of the best things that I got from that night. And with continuing onto this next film, it could have been, it's not even a coincidence. I'm not even gonna say it's a coincidence, because nothing is a coincidence when you are in a relationship with God. Throughout almost the whole course of the first film day of the film that I'm talking about, that I just filmed, I wore and excuse my language, but I wore a Fuck Cancer shirt. And I wore it, and I sent pictures to her of what the film was starting to look like, and how it was coming about, and she seen it, and she said she's proud of me. Said she was proud of me, and she's always believing in me. So I'm gonna do like whatever it takes, all in my power, to make this next film the best one. And I'm gonna make the next one the best one, and the best one is just gonna keep going. So yeah, that's family, And now dealing with family and everything that's going on with that, which is also being another test of faith in this time frame that I'm in. I know I might not say it enough to them, but I love each and every single one of them. So, yeah. All that to say is, since she was the first person to put a camera in my hand, she's always believed in me. Like, even when I said I wanted to be a YouTuber, I'm taking it as this isn't a feel bad and beat yourself up time. This is a time of taking her support and putting it into action. And yes, I've been doing it, but now it's time to take it to a different level. And in taking it to a different level, not losing yourself, which is also why I've been speaking and talking to God throughout this last month. So that's what's coming from me, and I'm sticking to it. I guess the next topic would be friendships, testing your faith with friendships. I'm gonna say that I am so appreciative with the friends that I have in my life right now. And they look after me, and we look after each other. And you couldn't ask no more of it. Support. They show you love. They're there in the rough times. They never shy away. They always talk to you. It's a support system that God has given me to be able to push through the time that I'm in, and it's been amazing every single step of the way. And I know it's only more work to do, but I can't do nothing but be thankful and grateful for the friends that I have and the people that I have in my life right now. And I'm not just talking about intermediate friends that I see on a day-to-day basis, but I'm also talking about my actors as well that have been in my films. I'm just appreciative of everybody that's in my life. That's a positive force within my life. Yeah, and I guess the testing part of it that he's trying to show me is, before, I would say, beginning of this year, ending of last year, and last year itself, I've always been a person who kind of just kept everything to himself and not been expressive about what's going on in my life, and not really talking about things. So this path that I'm on is something new to me. It really is. And I've been seeing the progression with it. I've been seeing the comfortableness with being uncomfortable. And it's amazing. It's amazing to talk about the problems. It's amazing to talk about the bad things. It's amazing to talk about these things in order to be able to push through. I would say that if I was the person that was bottling all this up and going through what I'm going through right now, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do without them. I don't know what I would do without my friends. I don't know what I would do without my family and being expressive. I don't know what I would do. This year, a little bit of last year, I've been reconnecting and connecting even more with my siblings, and it's been amazing to have conversations, real conversations with them for hours and hours on end. You know, it's really amazing, man. And as I start to grow older and get older, gain more wisdom in life, it's just great to have those people in your life, man. So that's a test that's been going on as well. And I don't know what y'all believe in, but I know I believe in God. So, I mean, if this content that you're seeing right now doesn't resonate with you by any means, hopefully it does at some point. But this is who I am, you know. I know y'all don't see a lot of my personality for real. Y'all just see what I post, and mainly it'd be pictures and memes and stuff. But I mean, this is who I am. This is me talking like full-fledged in who I am. So, you know, if you're here to accept it, I appreciate you. But yeah, back to what I was saying. The next test would be what everybody goes through, what everybody hopes and yearns for is love and the dating aspect of being in this world and wanting to find your person. And it's a lot of things that go on with that. It's a lot of negative notations that you might see online. It's a lot of evil takeaways that I would say. But, I mean, with my walk in that, it's like at the start of this year, I started to say that I was focusing on myself, and which I was, and which I still am. But within that starting of focusing on myself, I was still like, you know, in the streets, like, you know what I'm saying? We like we are right now. It's a different street though. Yeah. Being in the streets, parties, talking to multiple people, like, it's all fun, it's all cool and dandy, but that really never gets you anywhere. It never gets you anywhere. It's actually a drain of energy. And not only just a drain of energy from yourself, but you're also draining other people's energy because you're wasting their time, or you're draining their energy because it's a bunch of lies being told and nothing is transparent. Transparency is one of the hardest things to do as a human, and experiencing being with somebody, talking with somebody, dating somebody, loving somebody, still one of the hardest things to do, even in marriage. So, as a person that I am, like, how I'm being tested is, I mean, I'm dating. I'm talking to somebody who I wish to see a future with. But it's also a test with that. I was a person before of, all right, I'm talking to you, and I wouldn't even ask. Like one of those people, like I wouldn't even ask, just assume because we talk to each other every day and we doing this and we going on dates and stuff like that, and then now we're in a relationship, and next thing you look up, like you don't really even know that person. 3 months, 4 months down the line, sometimes it takes longer, maybe 6 months, maybe a year, to where you actually figure out who that person is. Not even figure out, but find out what God shows you and who that person is. And it could be a rough time with that too. And I would say for the process that I'm in right now, I keep seeing a sign of, like I said earlier in this video, of being patient. Waiting, being patient and waiting, being patient and waiting, being patient and waiting. Because waiting, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. And a lot of people do see it as a bad thing. A lot of people do see it as a bad thing because they want to rush into everything. They need to feel that void, right? But then you just turn it into the same thing you've been doing. Once you start to wanting to feel that void, you want to feel something. You want to be in something because you feel like it'll complete you, and honestly, it won't. It will for a temporary feeling, but as soon as things get rough, that feeling fades. That feeling fades completely. Slowly, but completely, it will fade. So I would say I'm in a process of waiting, man, of being patient. And I feel like people should take a lesson from this video, if not anything, is just that being patient, like being patient with somebody else, because you somebody just honk at me. Anyway, because if you are patient, right? Or I'm gonna take it back. If you aren't patient and you are dealing with somebody, and if you aren't patient and you are dealing with somebody, at a certain point, like, flaws will start to leak out, and once those flaws leak out and you didn't already rushed into what you wanted, things could go south really fast, man. And it takes a lot, man. It's a big toll that it takes on your mind and your body to deal with something like that. So yeah, just be patient, man. Great things come to people who wait. And if you really like dial it in with your life and not just relationships, like for people who say they bought their first car, they had to patiently wait for that. They had to patiently wait for that paycheck. They had to patiently put in the work. They had to patiently wait in order to get the thing that they wanted so bad. And when you do get that thing, man, take care of it. Take care of it, man. Take care of it, because it's not something that just happened, man. It's a blessing. And you got to take care of your blessings, It may be hard sometimes to take care of your blessings, but you got to. So, yeah, man. In the situation that I'm in with this whole dating thing, I guess it's where I'll be a little bit vulnerable without telling y'all my business for real. But it's a special person within my life right now who holds a special place in my heart. And it's like, I really want so bad to be in a relationship, but God is telling me that that's not something. I'm not saying that that's not something. He's not saying that's not something for me, but he's just saying, like, you have a lot of things to work on. So yeah, with the person in my life who holds a special place within my heart, and right now in this time frame, God is telling me to be patient and work on yourself, because at the end of everything that I'm going through, at the end of me working on myself, and it probably really won't even be at the end of me working on myself. It might be belong in the process. It might happen suddenly. It might. You never know until you wait and you be patient, where it might actually happen, where you grasp the things that you actually want. But that's been the common theme with this. It's taking it slow, waiting, being patient. It's patience is a virtue. It will test you in every way. It will test you in every way. Not to say that it's hard, but it ain't easy. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of discipline. So I will say this is that this is like one of the first times where I felt really mature within talking to somebody, because it's something real. It's not something artificial. So yeah, man, patience is a virtue. But at the end of that road, at the end of that patience, at the end of the waiting, it's something great, you know? You may not see it right now, or you may really see it right now, but it's probably gonna be greater than you think. So, I mean, that's what's going on, and I'm gonna make these topics a little bit more in depth throughout this week. Today is Sunday. It is I use Sundays as my reset days, and I need to get back to doing that. As of lately, I've been working and busy, so I need to get back to using Sundays as my reset days. So that's what I'm doing. But back to what I was saying is, I'm making a little bit more depth throughout this week. This is just the start of it, and it's not supposed to be something too heavy, you know. Something for y'all to digest. Something for me to check in with y'all. Something for myself, checking with myself. So yeah. Yeah, man. It's probably going to be a little space and gap between everything else that I'm doing with my creative stuff like DJing, photo shoots, Black Visual Arts. It might be some creative gaps, some space in between time, in the meantime, but this is me reconnecting with myself and trying to stay above water, so without drowning. And I feel like if I was to try to tackle everything on at once, I'd drown. So yeah. And I'm still kind of tackling everything on, just not at once though. So yeah. I need to do something to stay consistent so I can get out of my room. And it be something like a positive. This is positive. Talking about it is positive. Get on the camera is talking about it is positive. And I will say this to end the video. The reason, and I really kind of just came to realization with it before recording this, is that, I like the VHS look, I like it, and I love it. But the reason behind it and why I really like it is not because it's a trendy thing, but when I first was really learning about cameras and stuff, my aunt, who passed away, my angel now, was living with us, and she had this VHS camera and I played with it, and I probably used it when I wasn't supposed to, and I was just so intrigued by it. It's a VHS camera, mind you. At the time, everybody was like focused on trying to get HD quality and stuff. So, but I just seen it. I just was curious about it. So, and this is another thing that I'm grateful for as well in this time frame is, at the beginning of this year, I asked her for that same VHS camera. She gifted it to me, And I was in my room today, and I noticed it as I was thinking about recording this video. And I have something to cherish and to hold and to protect, to always think about her, that's beyond a digital photo, and that's a physical thing that I could touch every day. And that's the same VHS camera that she gave me. It's a Canon, which is quite coincidental because I'm filming on a Canon right now. But yeah, I'll let y'all look at it in this video. So if y'all enjoyed this video, I appreciate y'all, man. And there's gonna be more videos to talk about life, man, and show y'all what really goes on outside the lens and the camera and the glitz and glamour. So if y'all enjoyed it, man, thank you, appreciate it. If it resonated with you, share it. I'll see you in the next